Yeah, this is our today's class of Mathematics 2. We discuss on the partial differential equations. I hope everyone have the syllabus,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So the partial differential equations is the extension part of ordinary differential equations, ordinary differential equations. Hopefully, you know very well about uh, the significance of differential equations, mainly ODEs. Now we extend our learning case into the next level of ordinary differential equations. They were partial differential equations. So the real world problems in general involve functions of several variables, right? The functions of several independent variables gives rise to the partial differential equation, which can result the partial differential equation. So in many real world problems or the physical problems, which can be easily simplified, analyzed through the partial differential equations. Why? Because they were involved many of independent variables. So therefore that dependent variable which we have the target to determine, which are depends on the independent variables. Suppose if such dependent variable involve many of independent variables, where finding the rate of changes, that derivatives of the dependent variable results the partial derivatives, and the equations involves the partial derivatives were called partial differential equations. Okay, so most of the engineering problems were bound the first order or second order linear partial differential equations, which may be homogeneous or the non-homogeneous. Okay, in this chapter we will see the main partial differential equations, where mainly here the subtopics of the unit 1, which comes number 1, the first order PDEs, first order partial differential equations. That before going to them, we can write it the formation of PDEs, right? The classification of PDEs. That classification will give you different equations. They may be a parabolic, hyperbolic, right? Elliptic equations like. Okay. Once we classify them, that how they can be solved, there it comes the solution parts, solution of PDEs. That solution will be of two parts. One is complete solution, another one is particular solution. Complete solution, particular solution, complete or general solution, where it may be there may be classifications we can do, like complete solution, general solution, particular solution. There different methods are there: linear PDEs, non-linear PDEs, some standard methods are there. Charpit's method. Okay, types of PDEs. They're standard types of PDEs, right? Next, Charpit's method. Next, higher Charpit's method. Here I would like to give you Charpit's method. Okay, this is one of the method to solve the first order differential equations. Okay, this standard and Charpit's method, which aid to solve the first order differential equations, first order PDEs. After that, second and higher order PDEs. Second and higher order PDEs. The rough view of the first unit, which will go like that. We can study all of them. That second and higher order PDEs, we can do it the solution of them. There will be different methods, right? That's according to that methods we can solve the differential equations. Okay, the basic part of the partial differential equation, we can do it here, the first order PDE, and then the formation. Let's start that the main definition of the partial differential equation here. Let's see. Definition. An equation involving two or more independent variables which in brackets say x comma y and a dependent variable which in brackets says z and its what? Partial derivatives and its partial derivatives is called partial differential equation. Partial differential equation, where it is very, very important. Okay, so an equation involving two or more independent variables and a dependent variable say z and its derivatives is called a partial differential equation. Say in z also, that also you can put it. Okay, this is a full-fledged definition. So here, how the main thing here it is involved, the dependent variable is z. Z is a function of x comma y. Z of x comma y, right? Or maybe f of x comma y, whatever it is. Okay, this is the function, one dependent variable, two independent variable, let. Okay, so now their partial derivatives of z, an equation involving partial derivatives of z. So where how the z is a dependent variable and two independent variables are involved, that say x and y. Okay, so in such case, then a equation involving the partial derivatives of z is called the partial differential equation. Partial differential equation. Okay, so see how the partial derivatives of z are there. that partial derivatives of z are dou z by dou x may be defined, right? Dou z by dou y, dou square z by dou x square, dou square z by dou y square, right? Dou square z by dou x dou y, right? These are the first order partial derivatives, right? First order partial derivatives. These are second order partial derivatives, right? Similarly, the third order can be defined. Anybody can say what are the third order partial derivatives? Of z dou cube z by dou x cube, right? Dou cube z by dou x square dou y, right? Dou cube z by dou x dou y square, dou cube z by dou y cube, right? So like that we can do, and so on. That means there may be higher order derivatives of z can be written like this. Okay. In most of the physical real world problems, where already we said that they involve the first order derivatives or second order derivatives. Most of the partial differential equations are of first and second order. First and second order. So therefore, there they were given the standard notations for the first and second order partial derivatives. First and second order partial derivatives. So for the particular function which we have used for the definition to understand the partial differential equation, as z is single dependent variable and depends on two independent variables x and y. X and y. So in such case, so we may be defined the derivatives of z, were particularly first and second order derivatives, which we can be denoted the particular name, that the particular letters are there. They were used as standard notations as dou z by dou x as small p, right? Dou z by dou y as q, dou z by dou square z by dou x square as r, dou square z by dou y square as t, dou square z by dou x dou y as small s. Okay, these are the standard notations which will be used for denoting the first and second order derivatives of single dependent variable depends on two independent variables x and y. Whatever the dependent variable is, not only it is required as z, it may be some other variable also, but it should be a dependent variable. One dependent variable and two independent variables, say x, y. So therefore, there the dependent variable derivatives, first derivatives are denoted by pq, which denotes the derivative of the z with respect to x and derivative of z with respect to y. Single first order derivatives are denoted by pq. Second order derivatives are denoted by rst. rst. So while writing the equations, it is not necessarily to write whole that dou z by dou x. It may be used to write P. P denotes the first order derivative dou z by dou x. You mind it. Okay. These are the notations which we have to be used for denoting the first order derivatives as well second order derivatives. So that standard notations were given for up to first and second order only, but not the higher order derivatives. So in such case, can anybody say how we can define the denote the general form of the partial differential equation? So in such case, the definition says, the definition is an equation involving the partial derivatives and the variables is called partial differential equation. So therefore, the general form of the partial differential equation is f of x comma y comma z comma dou z by dou x dou z by dou y dou square z by dou x square, right? So on. There may be different order of derivatives involved in that is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. This is the standard form of the partial differential equation. Standard form. Standard form of the partial differential equation. We can denote like this: f of x comma y comma z dou z by dou x dou z by dou y dou square z by dou x square so on is equal to 0. Is equal to 0, which we can denote the notations already I said. So dou z by dou x is equal to p. Is equal to p. This is the standard notation. Q is equal to dou z by dou x. Okay, R is equal to dou square z by dou x square. S is equal to dou square z by dou x dou y. T is equal to dou square z by dou y square. Okay, there were another short notations also there. Another notations of the derivatives. Can anybody say? Z suffix x. Yes. Z suffix x. What this z suffix x denotes?
Partial derivative of z with respect to x.
Right. Very good. Partial derivative of z with respect to x. This is a small notation, so which we can use for denoting the first order derivative. The second order derivative of z with respect to y can be denoted as dou z by dou y. So here
Yes,
dou square z by dou x square can denote as z
Z square.
x x 2 times x. That
Yes, sir.
indicates you the partial derivative of z with respect to x for 2 times with respect to x.
Yes, sir.
Right. So here
Partial derivative of Z
z with respect to t,
to T
2
2
times
times
t, dou square z by dou x dou y square. Where dou square z by dou x dou y,
X.
सर वो टी की जगह वाई वाई होगा शायद.
right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
right. Yes, right. This is z y y.
2 times
Y.
of
Yeah, y y. This is z x y.
X, Y. Yes, sir.
This is z x y. Okay. So like that also we can denote the partial derivatives. Whether maybe standard notations p q r s t are short forms as zx zy zxx zyy zxy. So like that also we can denote. So the standard form of the differential equation can also denote as f x comma y comma z comma zx comma zy comma zxx comma so on is equal to 0. Okay, this is also another form of the another form of the differential equation, right? Hello, am I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right, right,
Yes, yes, sir.
right.
Yes.
And now let's see another definition, which is order of a differential equation. How we can define the order of a partial differential equation?
So the number of times it is differentiated.
Order of a partial differential equation is
Yet derivative.
the order of the highest order, right? Highest order derivative appearing in the partial differential equation. Appearing in the PDE, right? Order of a partial differential equation is the order of the highest ordered derivative appearing in the partial differential equation. Appearing in the partial differential equation.
Yes, sir.
Another one. So let's take here example. You maybe take it here. See it. Say x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y is equal to z. Is equal to z. What is the order?
Right. First one.
First.
1. Why? Because where the equation involving the highest order derivatives are first order derivatives, right? Dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y. Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
like that. There is another example, another definition. You can write it that the degree of the differential equation. How we can define degree of a PDE is
So the power
the
of highest order differential.
is the degree of is the degree of the what? Highest order derivative appearing in the PDE, right? Degree of a PDE is the degree of the highest order derivative appearing in the PDE. There may be several order of derivatives appear in the PDE, wherein which the highest order derivative, its degree is called the degree of the differential equation. Okay? Say here some example I would like to giving you. So write it. So an example, x square into p plus y square into q is equal to z. What is the order? What is the degree?
2.
So order
What
is
is the order and degree? What is the order?
Second.
order is
Order.
First.
Second.
What is one? Degree is
first order and first degree.
Yeah. Where P means P is what? P is what?
Del Z double
Rho
X.
Z by dou X.
Yeah, that you mind it. That you mind it. That's why I would like to giving you here. Say another example here.
by dx.
Yeah. Dou square U by dou X square whole square plus U square into dou U by dou Y is equal to f of x comma y. Then what is the order and what is the degree?
Sir, order 2 degree 2. 2
Order is equal to 2.
Degree sir 2.
Degree also 2. Order is equal to 2. Degree also 2. Right? So likewise we can easily to find out the degree and order for the differential equation based on the equation. Okay, right? So now,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
yes. Now let's go to the another one. So we can do it mainly that first order PDEs. Let's take later. Yeah, before then we will go to the concept which is formation of PDEs. Formation of PDEs. How we can form the PDEs? Suppose any differential equation which involve the arbitrary constants. Consider an equation, say z may be a function of x comma y, two independent variables x and y, two independent variables x and y. Yeah, just a minute. Hello,
Yes, sir.
hello, dear students. Yeah, let's see the formation, how we can form the PDEs. For that, consider a function z of two variables, two independent variables x and y, which are involving two arbitrary constants. Just consider and make it the relation as f of x comma y comma z comma a comma b is equal to 0. Let's denote their relation of dependent variable, independent variable with the arbitrary constants, where a and b are arbitrary constants. Arbitrary constant. by eliminating the arbitrary constants or by eliminating the arbitrary functions. There are two methods are there. One is by eliminating arbitrary constants or by eliminating arbitrary functions. From the equation. These are the two methods we have for formation of the PDEs. Okay. So this arbitrary function may be a relation involving between two or more variables. So now one by one we can do it here by eliminating arbitrary constants. So for that, let's take the relation of the dependent variable, independent variable, which we are involving the arbitrary constants a and b is equal to 0. Say the equation 1. So we can differentiate this function f. So by differentiating that function, we can easily to eliminate the arbitrary constant. That is one way we can easily. That is why we are introducing the differentiation to the function with respect to the independent variables. So that we can easily to eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b. So therefore, so here two independent variables are there, x comma y. So therefore, two times we can differentiate. That means with respect to x, with respect to y. Not only two times, so maybe many number of times we can differentiate, but differentiate with respect to x, differentiate with respect to y, we can perform. Right? So now differentiating one partially with respect to x and y respectively. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y. So we can get it. So where f is a function of, you see it here, x, y, z, a, b is equal to 0. Therefore, there are 5 variables involved here. Their constants also we can say like. So therefore, where it x comma y are independent variable, z is dependent variable, a, b are the arbitrary constants. So therefore, while differentiating f with respect to say first x, dou f by dou x, what will be the f derivative with respect to x? That LHS to be differentiated with respect to x. So therefore, dou f by dou x. Tell me, here x, y are independent variables, z is dependent variable, a, b are constants. Where usually we know the chain rule, right? How we can differentiate a function which involves many variables?
and then another variable. And
Sir, into Alex
With
into
respect to one variable, with respect to x,
yes,
dou
sir.
f by dou x into dou x by dou x, right? Plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou x, dou f by dou z into dou z by dou x, plus dou f by dou a into dou a by dou x, plus dou f by dou b into dou b by dou x, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We know what is the derivative of f with respect to x? Y is a function, right?
Yes,
Total
sir.
derivative with respect to x. Huh? Hello, are you remembering the partial differentiation?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
likewise, where here dou f by dou x into dou f by dou x by dou x 1 plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou x, because y is also independent variable, then its derivative with respect to x is 0 into
Yes,
dou
sir.
f by dou y 0. So therefore there is no need. Dou f z is a function of x y. So therefore dou f by dou z into dou z by dou x. These a b are constants, you can leave it there. Their derivatives become 0. So therefore this is what we can obtain when this equation f is equal to 0 is differentiated with respect to x partially. Then similarly, when differentiating f
Sir,
is equal to 0 with
sir,
respect to y partially,
sir,
it will
sir.
give you dou f by dou y plus dou f by dou z into dou z by dou y is equal to 0, right?
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, del f, sorry, del y by del x 0 हो जाएगा क्या?
Del f by
del y by del x 0 हो जाएगा क्या?
here
Yes, sir.
dou f by dou y into dou y by dou x, where y is an independent variable, so therefore their derivative will be 0.
Okay, sir.
0 into dou f by dou y will be 0, no? Right?
Right, sir.
This is total derivative, we can write it. Yeah. So once we differentiate it with respect to x partially, we will write it in the short form or use the standard notations. What is dou z by dou x?
P.
Yeah. P into dou f by dou z is equal to 0. Now this equation we write it dou f by dou y plus this dou z by dou y is q into dou f by dou z is equal to 0. Now say this is equation 2, this is 3. Now where we can do from these equations 1, 2, 3, we can easily to eliminate the variables a and b, that are arbitrary constants a and b. Okay, the methodology we have to be follow for eliminating the arbitrary constants from equations 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3 eliminating a and b, which results the required Which order will be? Huh? What will be the resultant equation, the order? Can anybody say?
सर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर क्यों होगा?
Obviously it is the first order. Exactly. That will be, we can write it f x y z p comma q is equal to 0. This will be the resultant PDE. This is a given differential equation where involve the constants a and b. These arbitrary constants can be eliminated by differentiating with respect to x and y. These equations can be used to eliminate the arbitrary constants. The resultant equation will be of form like this: f of x comma y comma z comma p comma q is equal to 0. Because only this equation 1, 2, 3 were being used and simplified to eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b. So therefore there is no change in the derivatives order. So therefore the derivatives were involved in equation 2 and 3 are all of first order derivatives, right? Dou f by dou x, dou f by dou z, right? Dou f by dou y, dou f by dou z. So hence the resultant equation will be of first order. Will be of first order. So here we can do some observations. One is very important, that is, if number of arbitrary constants equal to the number of independent variables, then the resultant PDE is of order 1, that is first order. That is, whatever the number of arbitrary constants and number of independent variables involved, if they are same, then the resultant PDE it is of first order. Okay, it is of first order PDE. Number 2, if the number of arbitrary constants equal to not equal means
मीन्स
number of constants
आर्बिट्रेरी कांस्टेंट्स दो
हाँ,
हैं और वेरिएबल्स 4 हो जाए,
is more
Means
than,
greater than or less than.
is more than the number of independent variables. Involved, independent variables, then the PDE, then the resultant PDE or PDE obtained is of what will be second or second or higher order. Second or higher order. This you mind it.
Sir, can we guess what will be the order by number of variables?
What will be the order?
I mean, sir, in ordinary differential equation, we could guess the order by the number of arbitrary constants. So, sir, in this case, in PDE, can we guess that?
These 2 points, I think it will be helpful to you. If any number of arbitrary constants involved, if the number of arbitrary constants equal to number of independent variables, here I am not saying you particular number, any number of arbitrary constants, say maybe 3, say maybe 4, say maybe 5, or say maybe 10. That many number of independent variables appears in the given equation, right? Equal number. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
This is the given equation in which 2 arbitrary constants are there, 2 independent variables are there, x and y. These 2 arbitrary constants equal to 2 number of arbitrary constants is equal to 2 number of independent variables. Then the resultant PDE, it is of first order. Maybe 5 arbitrary constants involved in that and 5 independent variables appearing in the given equation. Then the resultant PDE is of first order.
Sir.
The resultant PDE is of first order, right?
Sir, I got that. But sir, my question is, can we guess what will be the order if the variables and the constants are not in equal numbers?
That may be second and higher order. It cannot be decided, and you have to minimize the order. You have to minimize the order. It cannot be more than that. Higher orders are not preferable. You have to write it the lowest order of the derivatives. Lowest order of the differential equations to be formed. It cannot be say it will be third order or it will be fourth order. Right?
Right, sir.
We cannot expect.
Oh, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I have a question. The line that you've written from equation 1 to 3, if we eliminate A and B, so which means that using these 3 equations that we have, if we like basically eliminate A and B, we are going to get a function in terms of the differentials of Z.
Yeah.
And that will always happen.
Differentials of F.
Okay.
Differentials of F, not Z.
Yeah,
Right?
F, sorry.
There will be PQ, dou Z by dou X, dou Z by dou Y. Yeah, obviously where Z is a function of X comma Y,
yeah.
between U only. Yeah.
Okay.
Then, right, now let's see the example where I will give you one simple example so that we will do it in the time. Form the PDE by eliminating the following arbitrary constants. Form the partial differential equations by eliminating in the following equations. One, so Z is equal to AX plus BY plus A square plus B square. Number 2, that is equal to ax cube plus by cube, right? 3, that is equal to x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to z square into cot square alpha, where here arbitrary constants are a comma b, here also a comma b, here also a comma b. Okay. Can you do it then? We will do the problems in the next class because time is up. Right?
Sir,
Ah.
so please share these notes in share.
Sure. We will share. Thank you.
Can we leave, sir? Now?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir.